Howdy folks, Spencer here with some major news for STO on both PC and console. As always, chapters to everything are listed below. And starting with the huge news, the 34th season of Star Trek Online Unleashed has been announced. It will be arriving on PC next Tuesday, September 23rd, and it will arrive over on console November 11th. The Unleashed update stars Star Trek celebs Jeri Ryan reprising her role as Seven of Nine, and Jonathan Del Arco reprising his role as Director Hugh. In Star Trek Online Unleashed, players will embark on a daring operation to capture a powerful Etherian leader. This mission marks a critical strike in dismantling the Etherian threat once and for all. Diving into dangerous situations on familiar territory, players will face new dangers and encounter unexpected challenges, designed to test even the most seasoned captains. This latest story content sets the stage for what's to come. The Unleashed season brings us the next story episode and task force operation. The episode is Best Laid Plans. Quote, answer a call to action from Hugh, the acclaimed cooperative Borg leader and director of the Reclamation Project, who urgently requests your presence at Deep Space Nine. With incoming intelligence revealing Thace and Phi's location, team up with Hugh, Special Ops Contact 7 of 9, and other allies in a daring extraction mission that could shift the balance of power. End quote. And the new task force operation is Shattered Peace. Quote, respond to an urgent distress call as Khitomer headquarters comes under siege. Join 7 of 9 in orbit to repel multiple enemy incursions while she battles threats on the ground. Tackle rifts, waves of attackers, and even former allies turned hostile in this intense new 5-player space task force operation. End quote. Now, in addition to this announcement on September 16th, there will also be a dev stream at 11 AM Pacific in which they will be giving us a sneak peek at some new items coming into the game with the update. Link to their Twitch channel is in the pinned comment below. And there is a chance that they may do some giveaways for those active in the chat during the stream, so if you're able to catch it live, make sure to interact in the Twitch chat. Whatever they announce, I will be covering in my next news video. Over the next week, we'll be learning even more about this update, so stay tuned. But in the meantime, if you want to prepare for the next story mission, senior narrative designer Flo McQuibbin has a list of episodes to play and lore blogs to read to get you caught up. I'll have links to all the lore blogs in the pinned comment below for those interested. Now, shifting over to some other news, one final reminder that PC still has just over a day left for the Zen sale. This is 20% extra Zen for Arc and Steam, and a 20% discount over on Epic. If you haven't already stocked up on some Zen, and are in a position where you could, I do recommend you do so. The next opportunity to get Zen on sale will likely be 2 months from now, during Black Friday. Next up, console players have a 2-week-long Red Alert event starting up on September 16th, running until the 30th. Participating for 10 out of 14 days will net you an Ultimate Tech upgrade, specialization point, and an experimental ship upgrade token. In addition, these Red Alerts are a nice simple way to earn some reputation marks. Now, I know many of you default to the Borg Red Alert, but I do recommend you give the Tholian one a try. On PC, with how grouped up the Tholians are, I find that tends to go much faster. Next up, IDW has posted some more images of the USS Omega on social media. This is the ship for their upcoming Last Starship comic, and as part of a collaboration with STO, it's going to be a player-flyable ship sometime in the not-too-distant future. And we don't have a perfect image of it, but it does appear that the exposed warp core that we saw in some of the concept art, which I previously covered, that does still appear to be there on the final model. And shifting over to some updates from the official STO Discord. The first is regarding the Azure Nebula TFO not giving the correct rewards. They have a fix that may solve it that they want to get a bit more testing done on. We may see it go live with the upcoming season release. But if the fix fails, they will resort to disabling the TFO until they find a viable solution. And second is regarding the Trafalgar console. They have taken in a ton of feedback and are still planning how to adjust it, but the changes will happen after the season release so that they can thoroughly test whatever changes they make. And shifting outside of the game, the Star Trek Ships of the Line 2026 wall calendar is now available, and it features some work from folks on the STO art team. If that's something you're interested in, link is below. Okay, and I did pick this up so I can show you guys what each of the pages actually looks like. So starting in January of 2026, there's this nice shot here with a TMP Enterprise and a Reliant over at the top right. Very nice composition. For February, I'm going to insert a picture of what it looks like on my phone because the camera I'm using right now is just blowing the reds out, but it's a really, really nice shot of the Defiant. For March, we have Voyager, peeking over the fence. Really nice composition. For April, here's the Discovery, looking at a singularity of some sort. For May, we have a Sovereign that appears to have a hangar bay. So, DECA, Cryptic, if there's ever another Sovereign, could use one of those. Then we have the Protostar here, and this one is done by STO's very own Keen Sin, or Pundis. Really nice shot right there. Then halfway through, we have this really nice shot here with DS9, the Galaxy class, and Excelsior. You've got a Norway there, and Akira. Really, really good shot there. Then for July, there's this shot with the Calvin Constitution. And another Federation saucer there that doesn't seem to be having the best of times. And for the lower decks people, you've got some coverage in here as well. You've got the Cerritos, and you can see the crew and Moopsy over at the left over there. For September, got a lot going on here. So we got the Connie 3, a Galaxy. Really nice shot there. For October, got a nice NX shot right there. Beautiful. For November, another beautiful shot there of the Strange New Worlds Constitution. Beautiful. And then for December, we have this nice composition from STO's very own Thomas Marone. So you have the Odyssey class right front and center, of course. And then you've got a few other very familiar ships in here. Pathfinder, one of the Akira variants, the Gagarin. You've got a lot in here. So all around, it's a really nice set of compositions. And if this is some artwork that you want to have hanging on your wall throughout 2026, it's $15 over on Amazon. Again, link is in the description below. And the last thing I have for you guys is that I am selling my Fanhome models for the USS Archer and the Dauntless. I've just got too many models and need to slim down on some of them that I have coming in. Now, for these, it'll be $65 per, and that is shipped anywhere in the continental United States. If nobody's reached out to me about either of these models by the end of the 17th, then I'll be posting them over on eBay. But that is going to be it for today. As always, thank you to all channel members and viewers for the continued support. See you guys around.